If you are over 50 years old and you've decided that you have to do something to come up with some extra cash, I have got 7 ideas that I want to run by you. 7 ideas that I believe you can use to make an extra $1,000 or more per month. These ideas are especially suited for people who are over 50. I'm going to tell you what those ideas are. That's up next right here on Over 50 TV. Welcome back to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes. And before the break, what I said is I'm going to tell you 7 ways, 7 ideas that you can use to generate some extra cash every single month. And the methods, the ways that I'm going to tell you about, you should be able to generate at least $1,000 or more per month. But before I tell you the 7 ways, let me remind you of something that you probably already know. You only get what you want if you're willing to put the effort into it. And that's very, very important, because the ideas that I'm going to share with you right now, those ideas are ideas that can work, and they can work for you. But only if you are one of those people that when you get up every day and maybe you go to your full-time job, or maybe you go to your part-time job, one job here, one job there, they're only going to work if when you get done with those jobs, you come home and you really put some effort into working these methods. And again, I'm going to give you 7 of them. They're ideally suited to people over 50. I'll tell you about them, and we're going to tell you right now. Job number 1, become a consultant. Now, this is a job idea, a career move that I feel is ideally suited to people who are over 50. After all, you've got years, if not decades, worth of experience in a particular area. You're somebody who knows that area inside out. And you can be sure that there is somebody out there that needs your advice, that needs your assistance, that needs to sit down or wants to sit down with someone who can help guide them, somebody who could be a mentor to them, to help them to build their business. And if you're over 50, and I know many people who are over 50 who've been working in an area and they've got that expertise and they just don't understand, or maybe they just don't know how to reach out to people who need their advice. And what we have now, as you know, obviously, is we've got social media, you've got Facebook, you've got Instagram. You can also send out emails. You can contact people that you know. You can go to organizations and offer your services. But by being a consultant, you can charge a fee that is commensurate with your talent, your experience. And don't be shy about it. Don't be shy to go up to a person, to contact an organization and offer your services, because you've got decades of experience. Use that experience, leverage that experience, and sell your talent, sell your experience, and sell your ideas, and help somebody else out. Hey there, I just wanted to interrupt this video to let you know that if you want more detailed information on any one of these topics, check out Side Hustle Theater. It's on Patreon. I'm going to put a link in the description box, and I've got a link going across the screen right now. Side Hustle Theater is where I dive deep and let business owners know how they can grow their business. Whether you're a business owner, an aspiring business owner, you're going to want to check out Side Hustle Theater on Patreon. Opportunity number 2, become a personal chef. Now, if you're somebody who enjoys preparing meals, whether it's for your family or for your friends, why not consider preparing meals for someone who's going to pay you for helping them? Maybe they don't have enough time, or maybe there's a physical ailment, or maybe it's age, and they just don't have the ability to prepare their own meals. What we know is this: there is a proliferation of sites where people will call and they'll order a meal to have it delivered. Well, why not contact people and offer your services? Offer a specialty item, which I believe if you offer a specialty item, you should be able to charge more money. Now, I'm going to put a chart up here which will show you clearly what the average is, or what we will say the median is, what you can charge per hour for preparing a meal. And if you look in the center there, it says $25 per hour. If you look to your right, what you'll see is anywhere from $30 to $35 per hour. And as I mentioned, if you're a person who prepares specialty meals, maybe a Spanish meal or a French meal, you can charge, I would believe anyway, you can charge more money for your service. But if you look at this, if you look at what you can make per hour, and you determine that, yes, it's going to take 2 to 3 hours to prepare meals for a client, and maybe you're preparing multiple meals for the client for the entire week, you can see where it would be easy to make at least $1,000 per month. Now, I will say this, and I mentioned earlier, if you're somebody who's over 50, and I know plenty of people who are over 50 who are excellent cooks, they've got decades of experience. Why not use that experience, the experience you have, to be able to work out of your home, make some good money doing it, and probably, most probably, enjoying the time that you spent making a meal for somebody who appreciates it and someone who's willing to pay you. Opportunity number 3, become a bookkeeper. Now, if you're somebody who is thinking you've got to be a CPA or have a degree in accounting to become a bookkeeper, I will tell you that is not correct. If you can master one of the main, or I would say one of the most popular accounting programs, you've got QuickBooks out there, you've got Wave, you've got Xero. These are some of the most popular accounting programs. If you can master them, master one of them, then you can become a bookkeeper for a business owner who needs your services. I talk often about learning a new high income skill. People sometimes say it's expensive to do or they don't have the time. Well, you know what? To learn QuickBooks, you can take a class or two and you can keep up with the classes. And then what you can do is market yourself on social media. You can market yourself to businesses and you will pick up a client or two. And there's no question in my mind that if you pick up a few clients and you can do this on the side, or maybe what you do is you build it into a full-time business, no question, you can make well over $1,000 a month. And more often than not, you go in, you meet the client, they give you the assignment, and you can do the work out of your house. You can do the work on your own personal computer, or if they want you to work out of their office, do that too. It's up to you. But what you're doing is you're building a high income skill. It won't take very long, depending on, of course, that you really like working with numbers. But I strongly recommend becoming a bookkeeper if you want to make at least $1,000 per month. Opportunity number 4, become a tutor. You know, I've got grandchildren and I would do just about anything to help them to do well at school. If you've got grandchildren, I bet anything that you feel the same way. Well, you know what? There are plenty of parents out there that want their children to excel at school, but maybe at times, maybe what they need is a little extra help. Become a tutor, and what you can do is you can leverage the experience that you have, the talent that you have, maybe even the education level that you have to help a child to do well at school. Now, one thing about becoming a tutor is you can charge anywhere from $25 to $75 per hour. It depends on the complexity of the subject. It depends on how old the student is. If a student's in high school and it's a level class that needs an extra amount of experience on your part, you can charge a little bit more. If you're somebody who has a master's degree or above, you probably are going to be able to command a higher rate of hourly pay. But become a tutor if you want to make at least $1,000 a month. And I do want to qualify this. If you take one student, you'll make some money. But if you're able to work with multiple students, yes, I believe you should be able to hit that $1,000 or more range. And after all, you're becoming a tutor because you want to help a child, but you're also going to help your bank account. Opportunity number 5, become a freelance writer. And you know what? I just recently went out and I went on Upwork and I hired a freelance writer to do some work for me. And the fees that you pay a freelance writer are commensurate with their experience and their knowledge and the complexity of the subject. If you want to make at least $1,000 or more per month, become a freelance writer. If you've got the skills, if you've got the desire, if you know that you are someone who has written or does write on an almost regular basis, why not leverage that skill, that talent, and become a freelance writer? I mentioned Upwork. There are other sites as well. There's Fiverr and there's ProBlogger. Go on those sites, sign up, register, offer your services. Let them see some of the work that you've done in the past. And I know that you can easily make more than $1,000 a month. You can pick up 4 clients at $250 or 10 clients at $150, whatever the number is that you feel comfortable with, the amount of work that you want to take on, the amount of money that you need. And by becoming a freelance writer, working for websites, working for blogs, working for companies, you can make the money that you need. But become a freelance writer. It's not that difficult to do if you've got the skill, if you've got the talent, and you've got the desire. Opportunity number 6, become a reseller. And when I say reseller, exactly what I mean is you buy a product at a low price and you sell it at a higher price. And it's not as difficult to do as some people think. And I'll give you an example. There are people that make thousands of dollars every single month going to garage sales or flea markets. They buy a product and they resell that product on eBay or Etsy. Some people even resell products on Amazon, but it's a relatively easy opportunity for you to do. If you enjoy going to flea markets, if you enjoy going to garage sale and buying things and selling them and seeing that you're making some real good money doing it, people have built businesses where they're making tens of thousands of dollars doing this. And you can go on YouTube and you can type in garage sales or reselling and you'll see exactly what I mean. But if you're a person who's over 50 and you've got some time, maybe on the weekends you want to do it, maybe you've got a day during the week or multiple days during the week that you can go to one of these venues, one of these places and buy a product and resell it. It's easy to do. It's easy to resell on eBay. It's easy to sell or easier to sell on Etsy. Any one of those platforms, as I've mentioned, you can do it. But reselling is a fun way to make an extra $1,000 or more per month. I've got a video. It's called The Easiest Side Hustle to Start Today. Watch that video. I'll put a link above here. Check it out, but consider becoming a reseller. Number 7 and last on today's list of how to make an extra $1,000 per month when you're over 50 is to become a virtual assistant. Now, if you're a person who's organized, if you're somebody who doesn't mind working with an occasionally stressed out individual, if you've got some office skills that can help that person, that professional or business owner, if you can help them get through their day, then this gig may be perfect for you. What you do on a regular basis is you help them, whether it's answering emails, you may be typing a letter for them, or maybe what you're doing is you're answering their phone calls. But a virtual assistant is someone that most business owners nowadays are looking to hire. It's becoming a very popular profession, especially now that many of us are working out of our home. And by being a virtual assistant, you'll be able to work out of your home too. And what you charge is the arrangement that you work out with them. It depends on what you're doing. I know virtual assistants who charge anywhere from $25 to $30 per hour. I wouldn't charge anything less than that amount. And if you're doing some skills that are maybe a little bit more technical, of course, you're going to charge more money as a virtual assistant. But how you get your business? Go on social media. Go on some of the sites like a Facebook, an Instagram, a Twitter. Look for a business owner who needs the work. Another way that you can get business is going on Upwork. Upwork is such a great site. I've hired people from Upwork who have helped me on a regular basis to help me to run my business. I suggest becoming a virtual assistant if you're somebody who is over 50 and you're looking to make an extra $1,000 or more per month. Well, my friends, there you have it. I've just given you 7 what I call opportunities for you to make at least $1,000 or more per month. I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I think these positions, these opportunities are especially suited for people who are over 50. And some of the reasons I've said that is you have the experience, the skills, and the knowledge. And if anything that I know about people who are over 50, you've got the work ethic. You're willing to put the time in to generate the money that you need. Well, that's all I've got for you today, folks. I will ask you, though, if you would, please go ahead and subscribe to Over 50 TV. You can do that just by hitting that little button. It's underneath your screen. There's also a little bell. If you hit that little bell, every single time I upload a new video, you'll be notified in your inbox. Well, as I always say, have a great day, everybody.